Hey everyone, this is Kimberly Shipley, and I just kind of want to come on here. I didn't get to do much today around the house, so I just wanted to get on here and make a kind of a quick video about just little updates and stuff. I've been, and kind of what's going on around here. So I'm planning on tomorrow trying to start getting painting in my son's room. The reason why I haven't yet is because I was diagnosed years ago in my knee, or one knee, and I think I've now got it in both, arthritis. So for some reason I have been I guess it's because where I've been moving around more and doing stuff around here and painting, been up and down, and stuff like that, that now my knees is kind of just, they've kind of took a toll a little bit. So they have been really sore and stiff. And this shoulder, same thing. It's been really, I can even feel it grind and pop my knees. And this right here, when I move it this way, my shoulder and my knees, I can feel them pop. So that's the reason why I haven't got to the painting yet. We got so much around here to do, though. I do want to fill you in on some plans. And by the way, y'all see my new comforter? My mother-in-law actually gave it to me. We went to Nashville over the weekend. Well, actually, it's right at the Brentwood area, if you're familiar, which that's on the outskirts of Nashville. And anyway, she had gave me this comforter set, so I really like it. It's very pretty, a lot better than what I had. So anyway, that's kind of a house update, I guess. Also, just kind of wanted to give you some of my future plans here on the house, on what my next steps are going to be. Of course, first is Caleb's bedroom, because I still got to get his bed and stuff together. I've got it sanded down, all the creases filled in, like little cracks or anything. If you've seen my sanding video, you can go back to it and watch it if you want to. And so anyway, I've got to finish painting, which trying to get the soreness out of me for it, and that's the reason why I hadn't got the painting video up yet, or doing the painting yet. Today I kind of had to do some also DoorDashing. I've kind of overspent a little bit this month on materials. So anyway, yeah, I've been trying to do some DoorDash and just come up with a little extra money, till we get paid again and stuff, because I've been, these little stuff for materials adds up. And paint $50, this and that. Time you go to Lowe's, you walk out spend $115. Another place I've walked out spend another $100, and it's kind of added up where I'm a little bit short this month on money. So anyway, long story short, I've been doing some DoorDashing, so it takes time. And so it takes time out of your day where I can't be doing like painting or updates. It's just me, y'all. So and if you're new to my channel, I'm widowed. I have an 8-year-old son I'm raising, and I lost my husband on Christmas Eve to a cardiac arrest. So it's me, and it's hard. There's so much of me in a day that can go around and do the things I need to do. Like this morning, I'd done DoorDashing up to dinner, and then I had to get back here. Well, after dinner, I had to get back here because, of course, plenty of time for the bus runs and so on. I know what, by the way, too, what's on my mind, because I do need to mow, but I do need to do it either early in the morning or late afternoon, just because it's so hot still right now. But I found out what was wrong with my mower. Yes, it will start. Being the blonde, I guess, I don't know, being the silly, well, I ain't gonna say idiot, but being my silly self, let's put it like that. My son-in-law, and actually my ex-husband that helped out on the floor in here, in Caleb's room, they showed me how to crank it. And so I didn't realize you have to push the brake all the way in before you turn the key. So it was just silly, something simple. They showed me how it works. You just wasn't doing it right. So they showed me how to do it and how to operate it. So now I can do some mowing when I want to. And yes, I do have a mask I will put on. As you see, I had a mask when I was doing the sanding in the bedroom. So I will be using that when I mow too. So hopefully it won't stir up my lung infection very much. If you don't know, I have a chronic lung infection, possibly due from black mold, or could have been from the soil of the ground. Problems is took care of around here as far as black mold, but still, my lung damage has been done. So anyway, you can't undo what's already done. You just got to take care of it and keep yourself from going in attacks in the future. And mowing the lawn can lead into attacks, so I've really got to watch it out. But anyway, I kind of got off beat there for a second. I'm sorry. I will get to rambling and sometimes get off the subject, so please overlook me. I don't know if you're like that. I am. And so anyway, but I just wanted to update y'all since I did mention about the mower not working. No, it's working. It was just me being silly, not knowing how to crank it. But anyway, that's the good part. It's done. So the next step after I want to paint my son's room when I can get my body physically doing it. I'm hoping to tomorrow. But as I was saying, I've been having to do DoorDash on the side, trying to get money gathered up where I've kind of overspent buying materials for the house and things like that. So anyway, this morning I DoorDashed almost 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock this afternoon, and it didn't do no good. Didn't get to come up with very much. It was just some bad DoorDashing. Longer drives versus just not paying much money. But I mean, I guess as they say, it is what it is. And I know God will provide for us, so I'm not worried. I do have a few things. I did wash the old comforter I had. It was mine and my husband's, but I want to part with it just because I need something different, if that makes sense. You know, when you're a widow, sometimes, and this is the way I've been feeling, sometimes you need a change of things, like the same bedding you slept on together. I couldn't handle it. My heart can't handle it. My mental health can't handle it. So I think it's time to sell that comforter. It's a UGG comforter. It's wonderful. But I needed something different. Some things I've needed a change with, from the thing of being us in the household to just being me and my son. And it's not that I'm trying to take my husband out of my life. By no means. I always have his memories, and I love it to do so much. If you didn't know, and if you're new to my channel, that me and my husband had met when we was teenagers. We got married. It's getting ready to be our anniversary too this month. We've been married almost 13 years. And it would have been anyway. I still consider it our anniversary. It's going to be a hard day, y'all. I want to try to make a video that day, but I think y'all know what I want to talk about that day. And it sure ain't going to be no work. And anyway, he was the love of my life. He was my high school sweetheart. And anyway, I've had to change up some things around here where it was us as memories versus it's just me and my son now. Because if I had to look at the same things every day, I couldn't mentally handle it. I had to have some things different. Like, the bed covers we slept on. I couldn't handle it. I've got pictures of my husband still up and stuff, and I look at him and like, gosh, why did you leave us? I mean, I know he couldn't help it. I mean, who could help having a cardiac arrest? But I wasn't ready for him to go. So anyway, that's just kind of how I feel. And kind of what I've been doing, just kind of changing things like that up around here. And I'm sorry, it's been very hard for me. But more of an update on the house. I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to get off the subject, but just sometimes when I get to thinking about my husband, it just tears me to pieces. I'm never going to be over. I mean, we could be talking about the subject 20 years from now. I'm never going to be over it. Because he was the love of my life. You know, between both of us chasing each other all these years, and now I know it's over. But anyway, I better get off this subject because it's just stirred my heart up a little bit tonight, mentally up a little bit. But anyway, the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to paint Caleb's room, and as soon as my arthritis gets feeling better, and I guess that's what it is. And if you ever had arthritis, stiffness and stuff, you know exactly what I mean. You're popping in places. My knees are popping, and I mean, I can hear it. I can feel a grind in there right now. Maybe I need to see the doctor. I don't know. But anyway, and I still ain't, they ain't ever called me with an appointment for a cancer doctor, skin doctor about my nose yet. So I probably do need to go see the doctor just to say, hey, y'all never sent the appointment in. I never got a call yet with an appointment. And probably need to have this stuff x-rayed. But anyway, after I paint my son's room, I'm going to put, at the bottom there at the floor, I've got some trim I'm going to put up there so it can knock any kind of hole between the carpet and the wall. You know, if there's any space showing, I want everything closed in. So I'm going to put that stuff up too after I paint. And, you know, this is a slow process, but I'm one person. I'm not many people, I guess you could say. I'm just a one person and a sore person right now with this, you know, acting up. But, so, you know, I have been exhausted. I've ran so much. I've been exhausted. I've been overly exhausted. I had one person, and I do want to address this real quick. I had one person, some people made comments back to this person. I appreciate y'all. When I get a job, when I do this and that, and when I get rid of my cars, why am I bragging? I'm not bragging. I'm by no means bragging. I'm making YouTube videos. That's not bragging. You know, this is my life. And I am planning on selling my cars, but there's some reasons why I can't sell them yet because I want to fix them and I need help because I don't know a lot about cars, but I'm going to keep my little Nissan Versa because it's brand new. I just bought it. And it's a dependable car with, well, I got a flyer or something just ran across. Sorry. It's a dependable car and got great air and things like that. Plenty of room for me and Caleb. I am going to sell my Camaro, and I am even thinking about selling my Jeep. I'm doing that hoping. And the Camaro has to have brakes on it. Back brakes. It's not messed with the rotaries, and I don't want it to, so I've not drove it in a long time. It messed up right before my husband passed away. We parked and started driving the Jeep because it was winter. It was logical. And then my husband died a week later after we discovered it before he could get it fixed. Now, my husband knew how to do some mechanicking. So now I don't have a reliable person. I need to keep a car that's in good condition, if that makes sense. And so, I mean, you know, my Camaro, it's a great car. It's kind of a show car. And so I need to sell it. And I hope to get enough to get me a central heat and air unit or come close anyway. So that's the reason why I had fixed it, is because I ain't had somebody fix the brakes yet. Hopefully at the end of this month, when I get paid again, I can finally get the brakes fixed. I'm hoping. Cross your fingers for me, everybody. And then I I've been lately considering maybe even selling my Jeep Wrangler. I I kind of wanted to keep it for winter, but just so it can eventually save me on insurance and taxes and things like that, it might be a good time to part with it. My Jeep was my husband's favorite car. The Camaro was my favorite car. So anyway, I thought about going ahead and just letting it go that way. You know, it's got some mileage on it. But it's a good Jeep. I mean, I've enjoyed driving it. And they're different. Maybe one day down the road I can get me another one. But, I've enjoyed this one. The only thing is I don't have hair in it and things. And, but I'm not car mechanically inclined. So if things tear up about them, I have to pay somebody to fix them. And, those two vehicles are at the age that, things can happen. Now, if I was mechanically inclined, I ain't gonna say if I was a man, because there's women out there that's, they know mechanics too. But I'm not one of those. And so anyway, for somebody, if they was mechanically inclined, that they could know how to do this stuff, then, there'd still be good vehicles to keep. But for me, they're probably not. So I'm going through those decisions right now, and these are hard decisions for me. But I've got to get the brakes fixed, and in the Jeep, it's got a flat tire. I got to have somebody to come out and help me get the tire aired up. There's some kind of a hole or leak in the tire, and then I got to take the tire to town and have them to plug it before I sell it. And I think I've got a battery issue maybe in the Jeep too I need help with. So anyway, there's just a few little nitpick things. It's nothing major, but things cost money. Whether it's $60 for 70, 80, something like that for the brakes, it still costs money to get that bought to take care of the situation. So anyway, when somebody hate on here and mentioned about my vehicles, I was bragging. I'm not bragging. I worked hard for those vehicles. But now it's time to probably part with those vehicles for a different reason. One thing is, I'm hoping my Camaro will come close to bringing enough. I've got $11,000 I have to come up with if I want central heat and air in this place. And I need it by winter. So anyway, that's my goal, to sell the car, to maybe have most of the money anyway. I don't know, the car may only bring $8,000. I won't turn down that offer probably. Shh, don't say nothing. But I'm probably going to price it at 10 or 11 just to try to have somewhere to start. And so anyway, and I may end up selling the Jeep. But I've got these little nitpick things in the vehicles that does cost a little money and somebody to come out here and help me that knows a little bit about what they're doing, mechanics anyway, before I can sell them. So that's just due time, kind of waiting it out to be able to take care of that situation. So I've got some things working in progress to try to come closer to getting a central heat and air unit. Let's see. Another thing, after I paint my son's room, I put the trim down the bottom. We put his bed and all that together. And finally, we'll have that in order. After that, I may paint the bathroom. Since I know it's fixed now, my hot water, one reason I didn't do a lot in the bathroom, my hot water, when the guy put my new bathtub in a few months ago, the hot water was only considered what I consider kind of a good lukewarm. It wasn't hot. And when the plumbers was here last week, which are coming back, supposed to be this week, to start looking for the pressure regulator and trying to get the water pressure and all that situated, because the water company contacted me and said the water pressure at the meter is good. They said it has to be the pressure to your home. So anyway, let's cross fingers, y'all. This something's been in the making for a while for me, that I've needed for a long time. And But anyway, I never did complete the bathroom due to the fact that I knew somebody was going to have to work on it. I didn't want to mess up paint, whatever I do to it. So since the bathroom's smaller and it's almost done, really all I like to do is paint and decorate and put up a little trim or whatever I want to do in there. The major part of things are done. And so kind of the storyline, I think after I get done with my son's bedroom, since that room's smaller, hi Davey, and I want to go ahead and just, let's knock out the bathroom. And I think it'll be more of a simple job, to be easier. And it's so close. I mean, all the fixings, like the tub's done, the sinks, everything's in there. The commode, all of it is good shape in there. And most of it's new or semi-new. And so anyway, the only next steps I got to do is just Kim Power. And so anyway, I want to go in there, and I think I just want to go ahead and kind of, since it's smaller, and knock out that room with the paint and maybe bottom trim and little touches I want to add in there. And so I think that's going to be my next goal. Since it's a smaller room, let's just go ahead and get it done. And then I want to come back to the kitchen. So kind of maybe follow in that order, I'm hoping. And because, there's always little things we need to find in here, places to do. I've got to get my son's stuff back in his room, once we get the bed up and all that, and his computer desk. All of it's brand new and stuff. So, that's going to be a wonderful adventure, to try to get into. But anyway, I just wanted to get on here, and this is kind of a raw vlog, just to kind of update y'all what's going on. I may have to do some more DoorDash in the morning. I need to get on here and list a few things that I have really for sale. That way I can have a little bit extra, to go to the grocery store on and stuff like that to the end of the month, to when our check comes back in. So anyway, I just kind of wanted to touch base with y'all. I didn't get to really do a cleaning because I've been so sore, or not cleaning, or clean, or really anything, paint or anything. Painting in my son's room is the next step now. It's just, I was so sore I couldn't do it, y'all. And so maybe tomorrow I'll feel more better. But I just wanted to let y'all know what was going on. And I want to appreciate every one of my new subscribers. And if you're new to watching this, please feel free to subscribe. This is my mobile home life, cleaning videos, fixing up this home. And there's a lot of fixing, trust me, y'all. If you want to see some fixing, you want to see it in this video. Or not this video, but upcoming videos. But it's one of me. So please don't think I can speed through this. I can't. I have to take my time. I don't have an extra person to help out in this home. So anyway, it's just me, and I can only get so much done at a time. So, but anyway, thank y'all for watching, and please consider subscribing. Please like this video and say hi in the comment. Tell me what state you're from. Here's my dog Teddy. Oh, and I do want to add, hang on, this is Teddy. If anybody ain't met Teddy yet, this is my teddy bear. And Caleb, you want to say hi?
Hi.
This is, they can't see you. Okay. Here, hop back over there on the bed.
Hi.
If you want to. That way, you don't hop on the bed?
No.
Oh, no? Okay, he said no. And, oh, Teddy's over here being cute. Y'all can't see it. And, come here, Teddy. Oh, he wants a belly rub. I'm going to turn the camera enough to, this is what Teddy's doing. If y'all can see little Ted, he likes his belly rubs. All right. Sorry. I didn't mean to make anybody dizzy if I did. I just wanted to kind of show y'all what little Teddy being cute. I had somebody did ask about my other dog. His name was Charlie. He was more of our outside watchdog. Charlie was an older dog. Anyway, I'm not really sure what exactly happened to Charlie. We came home, he was sick, and we took him to the vet clinic, and anyway, there wasn't no hope, and we lost Charlie a little over 2 weeks ago. I've had Charlie a long, long time, and I hadn't wanted to talk about it yet, and it's still hard to talk about. I mean, first to lover, well, no, it's been almost 3 years now. I lost my dad, and that was hard on me. And I lost my uncle, my husband. That was really hard. And then now I lost Charlie. I mean, I had Charlie here for years, since he was about 10 weeks old, and he's a good dog. He's a faithful friend. And that was hard, but somebody asked me they hadn't seen Charlie in a while. Charlie was everybody's dog. He was our neighbors. He'd go visit neighbors. Everybody loved Charlie around here. My neighbors loved Charlie. But anyway, we lost him about 2 weeks ago. I can't say no more. It's hard to talk about, okay, y'all? But I did have somebody to ask, and I wanted to address it. What happened there. If you don't send no more videos, that's what happened. We lost him. And it's been hard on me. I had to, for about 24 hours, I tried to nurse him, and not nurse him, but nurse his health, giving him water, this, that, and he lost a lot of the ability to move. And I'd have to even try to dip water up in his mouth, and when I seen he wouldn't get no better, we tried the vet, and we lost him. They said what nothing nobody could have done. But anyway, thank y'all for joining me in today's video. And I'll be looking forward to making y'all a video tomorrow sometime. Thank you, everyone, and y'all have a great night.